With Titan's extreme distance from the Sun, terraforming Saturn's largest moon into an Earth-like climate proved a nearly insurmountable task. To work around this, host corporations Terraform and Ocean4 considered aerial solutions given the satellite's weak gravity and immense nitrogen atmosphere. Within a few decades, tens of hundreds of airborne colonists, riding off the coattails of a long and careful greenhouse dispersal, settled the world of Titan. Despite their relative proximity to the physiology of humans, Harpies, originally called maples, were among the most controversial genotypes ever introduced to the general public, being likened to the Harpies of classical mythology and literature with their unsettling appearance. Public genotypes that came before were, albeit extreme, at least justified in their practicality. But many of Ocean4's consumers couldn't understand why or how they went as far as they did with their maples. Amid this growing outcry, Ocean4 panicked and scrambled to address these public concerns with more human-like traits, thus giving birth to Avian Minor. However, the patch came some time after its initial release to gene clinics, and so by the time these changes were made, there were already nearly 10,000 maple babies being raised on Saturn's moon. When nearly half a decade later, renewed interest in the original genotype reinvigorated its use among colonists and civilians, two major strata began to emerge on Titan: maples, also known as Avian Major, and Harpies, also known as Avian Minor, with occasional tensions arising between the two in their respective societies. Among criminal elements, these tensions devolved into full-on skirmishes. Avian Majors are extremely bird-like bipeds with large wings and scaled raptor claws for feet. Their feathers and hollow bone structure, fashioned from the anatomy of avian raptors, allow them to fly and float from platform to platform with ease, while also retaining the use of their dexterous humanoid hands. Avian Minors are much more human by design, although owning a much more pronounced set of wings. A distinctly human face replaces the maple's short beak and smooth feathers, and the Harpies' discolored talons, analogous to human feet, were smoothened to remove any sort of large scales. Alongside their social strife and unique land acquisition, their homeworld's distance from the Sun drastically affects immigration, and despite reaching their first billion, they are a rare sight in the inner colonies. Still, their numbers continue to grow, and Titan's bereft balloon cities and generation ships find themselves a little bigger with every passing year.